Hey, what's happening, guys? Back with a mail day video. This has been a pretty good week. I received several things this week, mostly cards, but also have another graded comic to show you. Hope everybody's doing well. A lot of big news in the card market this week, with PSA basically shutting down and SGC and GMA raising prices. And we'll see. I'm kind of curious to see what CSG does, because they're going to have to raise prices or limit their intake or something, or they're going to get overwhelmed quickly, I think, being a new company. So anyway, first off, I bought a 3-card lot of a wide receiver rookie, 2011 Julio Jones. 2 of his Topps paper and 1 of his Topps chrome. I didn't get a great price on these, but I got a pretty good price on these. And the reason I bought these is Julio just turned 32. He's just under 13,000 yards. He's probably got at least 2 really good seasons left, and maybe as many as 3. And then depending on how soon he retires, he could easily break 16,000 yards. So that would put him in the top 5, I believe, in wide receiver yardage all time. He also gets a fair amount of touchdowns. I know Atlanta doesn't always have a winning record, but Matt Ryan and his receivers, Julio Jones and now Calvin Ridley, formerly Roddy White, they've always had good numbers year after year. So I thought those was a pretty good pickup. Next up, a quarterback. And this guy had a really good late season, and I think he's finally coming around to fit his number 1 overall pick. Baker Mayfield. Select Premier Edition Silver. Paid around $100 for this, so I didn't think that was horrible. I think that Cleveland will be in the playoffs again this year, so I thought that was a good pickup. Next up, another quarterback, and I've already bought a couple of his cards, but I found this and I thought it was a really good deal for what it is. Everybody talking about all the slabs, and there possibly being too many slabs, and PSA 9s are not as great of a purchase as what they once was because of the sudden pop report explosion on most of these guys. But this is a PSA 9, but it is of the blue checkerboard Premier Edition Kyler Murray. This card is numbered to 149. So I thought a PSA 9, there's only 149 of these cards made. A PSA 9 for what I gave for this, I thought was a pretty good deal. I paid over $300 for this. So I thought that was pretty decent, though, considering his silvers sell for that, and they are not numbered. So I thought that was a good deal. Next up, I got a couple basketball cards for you. First off, I like this guy. A lot of people like this guy. He has been injured recently. He did come back and play a couple games, didn't do much, and then he's been out 3 games again, still with a similar injury. But when he plays pretty good. He's on a young up-and-coming team. DeAndre Hunter. His 2019 red, white, and blue prism, also in a PSA 9. I only gave $40 for this. I thought that was a decent buy. I've seen them listed for as much as $80. So picked this up for $40 and was pretty glad about that in a PSA 9 case. I also have his green and one of his mosaic colors not graded. But I think he's a good young player. I think he'll only get better. And I think depending on the team he's on and the other players he has with him, I think he's probably a 20-point guy. So thought I'd buy that on the cheap. So last card I got for you today, and this was a big purchase also, and this is not graded, but it's a big card, and anybody that follows basketball and follows cards in general will know what I mean. I picked up a 2013 Select Giannis rookie. This card, I got it for like a little over $300, but I've seen it raw go as much as $7 and graded in a 10 for $2,000. And with the popularity of Select climbing and the low population reports of Select, I look for this to only continue to go up. He has put up MVP type numbers again, but I don't see him winning a third one in a row. It'd be nice to see them do well in the playoffs, though. That would probably help him a lot. But yeah, 2013 Select. Do you think the Select populations are low now? Check the 2013 pops. Put that right here. The last pickup I want to show you today is a graded comic, and like the last one, this is not a 9.8, but this one is much older than the last one. Last one was like 1985, I believe, the DC crisis with the death of the Flash, Barry Allen. This one is 1978, and it's Marvel, and it's What If, and it's what if Jane Foster found the hammer of Thor. So as we all know, Thor Love and Thunder, the movie that's coming out, this is the comic that originates that. It's only an 8.0, but like I said, it's a 78 comic, so what is that, 43 years old. I could have bought an 8.5 for about $25 more, and I kind of wish I would have, but hindsight's 20/20. So I went ahead and I got this one, and it wasn't cheap, but it was $25 cheaper than the next grade up that was available. So anyway, I thought that was pretty neat. I thought that comic might have some growth left in it with the movie once it actually releases. And everything MCU drives comics, it seems. So I'm glad to add that. That makes my second graded comic and probably my 40th or 50th comic total. So I have a small comic collection going, nothing major, nothing like the cards, but that's all I got for today, guys. I hope you like the pickups. Please comment below, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the flip side.